We started our first year in Cuenca, and Cuenca was wonderful. But keep in mind, I had visited this place right here in January of that year and said this would be a wonderful place to live right here because of the tranquility. It's totally natural. It's a very special place.
In 2012, Jim and Rachel Miller built their dream home on the outskirts of the charming town of Cotacachi, Ecuador, which is bordered by the breathtaking mountains Imbabura and Cotacachi. While they had enjoyed life in Cuenca, they felt something was missing.
First of all, Rachel and I are country people. I was raised in Iowa and she was raised in Oklahoma. One day when we were in Cuenca and we had bought a condominium unit there in Cuenca, I asked her how she liked Ecuador so far, and she says, I love Ecuador and I love Cuenca. It's a beautiful city, but she said, I just want to have my hands in the soil. I said, you know, Rachel, I think we need to go up to Cotacachi. We jumped on a bus that took us 10 hours and a flat tire, but we got here. We went to San Francisco Park. It was about 9 o'clock in the morning, and there was a group of children that came by, and they were so well behaved and so sweet. It was like something of another world. And she sat down on the park bench and she watched the kids and she says, I'm home. And I knew what she meant.
Having previously visited Cotacachi on his own, Jim already had his ideal home location in mind.
This lot was special. I just stood there and I felt like the whole of Imbabura was totally encompassed. And to position a house here with the windows facing that way, we had a view in every direction.
The main living area of the home was designed with an open floor plan joining the kitchen with the living room and dining rooms.
We built a house that was practical for us.
Jim and Rachel's concept for the bedrooms was first and foremost flexibility.
The master bedroom, which of course is a very large bedroom, Rachel made into a craft room and was a wonderful craft room.
It turned out that having their bedroom in one of the smaller rooms across the house provided a spectacular bonus.
When we placed our queen-size bed in one of the smaller bedrooms looking to Imbabura, we would look out the window in the morning and Imbabura was perfectly framed between the bedposts and in our window, and we would sit there and we would drink our coffee, and it was, to say enchanting kind of cuts it short because the sun would come up over the side of the mountain and we just would watch it and it was glorious.
However, in keeping with their idea of flexibility, they ultimately decided to use the larger room as their bedroom.
The media room could be a bedroom. We actually have a 3-bedroom home. We have wardrobes that are built-ins, but they do come out from the wall. So we have great flexibility in the house in that any of the 3 bedrooms can be changed around.
A big part of the attraction of living in Cotacachi is the year-round spring weather. This makes it possible to enjoy the home's outdoor areas 12 months a year.
I think you have to consider that this house is larger than 1,500 square feet. 365 days of the year you can be outdoors and enjoy the weather. I felt that our home needed to be extended to the exterior.
Jim and Rachel have taken full advantage of this fact by transforming the backyard and rooftop terrace into extended living spaces. The terrace gives you an unobstructed view of Mount Imbabura, the spectacular ravine at the base of the complex, as well as the common areas.
The terrace up here is, I think, 24 by 24. It's a wonderful space, and that's where we have our breakfast in the morning.
Without a doubt, the Millers' pride and joy is their backyard garden, a true labor of love.
When we arrived here to move in 3 years ago now, there was not a stitch of green. There was no grass, there was no ground cover, there was no bushes, no trees, no flowers, no anything. It was completely void of vegetation.
Over time, they were able to create a beautiful, low-maintenance outdoor living area.
And what you see here today is an evolution. It wasn't something that just happened overnight. I was trying to hold moisture in the soil, which meant that I needed to have ground cover everywhere.
To complete the yard, spaces were dedicated to take advantage of the views and the beautiful weather.
This is a place for people who love nature and being in a beautiful place. I wanted to have a picnic table, sit in hammocks in a certain formation where we could see each other and visit. I wanted to have a work table, outdoor work table. And I wanted to have the benches where you could sit and have specific views.
Taking it one step further, Jim wanted to be able to enjoy the yard and terrace no matter what time of day.
I really felt like being outdoors at night was every bit as important as being outdoors during the day. It is gorgeous out here, and when there's a full moon or even when the stars are out. One of the first things we did here was we put solar lights at strategic locations all the way around the house. We're kind of set aside in the country, and so we have that, we just don't have traffic noise or honking horns.
Even though the community is on the outskirts of town, public transportation is readily available and close at hand.
It's an easy walk to the bus stop. It's a 12-minute walk from here, and so everything is accessible and easy. Our potable water comes from Cotacachi. The water here is wonderful, as you know. We have a huge water supply here in case there's ever a water emergency. We have really good, some of the best internet here. We have proprietary tower here for internet. Security is also state-of-the-art. We have infrared system all the way around. It's a very, very secure place as well. We have a wonderful manager. He's very, very responsive to our needs. We have wonderful caretakers of our common area. Umberto and Jose just do a fantastic job with gardening in the area. You can probably sense my emotion in this place, in this home. Rachel and I love Ecuador. We love it tremendously. We love this place. We've got some unique family situations that are calling us back to be closer to our family, things that we would have never envisioned before.
While Jim and Rachel ship their furniture to Ecuador, they have chosen to sell the house completely furnished.
I just felt it was a good thing for a person who just wanted a turnkey operation. First of all, it's expensive to bring furniture and equipment here to Ecuador. All of the kitchen appliances, all of the furniture, that all goes with the house. We want a person who could say, I want this house and I want to move into it tomorrow. They could and be comfortable for the foreseeable future.
Traditionally, the real estate industry avoids having the seller in personal contact with prospective buyers. The Millers believe this is a mistake and is one of the main reasons they created this video. As you can see, selling this home is very personal to Jim and Rachel. They look forward to the opportunity of sharing their passion for this home, the community, Cotacachi, and Ecuador with the new owners. This is your opportunity to live in one of the most beautiful pastoral settings in Ecuador. Enjoy this fully furnished home with spectacular mountain views, a fully landscaped garden, a rooftop terrace, along with all of today's modern conveniences, communication, and security. All of this in one of the best climates in the world. For more information or to schedule an appointment, contact Jim today.